Alright guys, much like our BM Holy Priest guide, now we're back with a Fire Mage Holy Priest guide. Another comp that can be a little bit difficult if you're inexperienced as a warrior. This particular team is two higher experienced players, both 3k plus this season. Like we did last time, I'm going to walk you through what I'm trying to do here, step by step what I'm doing and what I'm trying to accomplish. Alright, gates are going to pop open. We're going to head on out there. So what in the opener, what you're trying to avoid when you're versing a mage team is you or your healer getting DB polyed. All right, I'm going to start in D stance, and I'm doing that just in case they're going to chastise me and DB poly the healer and then pop bust and have a crack and try and kill me. I don't want to make that easier for them by sitting in battle stance. So I start on the priest here because I want the mage to come out. I piercing how? I see the DB. So like I said, we're waiting for that DB. I know the DB's come out. I need to go and stop that. I see that. I leave the priest and I try and leap over. I leap to stop the poly. The chastise come out pretty quick, so a really good play by that priest. Let's try and get that leap kick. He gets it and I see the bust come out. So we're scared here. We're very scared. I try to just leave this. I get a bit cocky. So I use the parry. I used it a little bit late. You probably want to use that the second you can. I see the mind games and I know that I have to stop that. If I get mind games, I'm in a lot of trouble. So I reflect the mind games. Perfect. We stun him to stop the damage, and you can see here that he's got PI. So he's going to pump me. I'm really scared here. So rather than trying to run away from a mage, which I know is not going to happen, he's just going to CC the healer and chase after me. I want to get counter pressure. So I'm going to spear him. Out comes Temp Shield, so we're a bit worried. He's just going to jump back and skip all this damage we're getting. Getting good damage here. Got the sudden death proc. I popped the banner a little bit too early there. He's got DB coming up. I really should have waited until the DB was coming up. I'm in battle. I'm being a little bit risky. A little bit risky. So I blade out of that and I chase after them. So I get the double fear and we're just trying to crush that mage. So he mirror images. He's going to take reduced damage during that. Keep that in mind. So see here, I could kind of edge myself towards that priest to try and get a kick. Debatable option to take though, because you know if you use the kick, the first thing this guy's going to do is try and poly you or the healer. So kick that. The ring comes out. I just walk out of it. Not the best ring by him. Gets the poly on the healer. Because he gets that, I'm just going to stun him. I don't want him to get any follow-up on me. The healer got a really good cap here. I would say that if he didn't get that, it's very likely I would have been chastised. So we got really good pressure, and again, the mage is getting a little lower on the HP side. We bring out that sharpened blade to increase the pressure onto the healer and the mage. So we haven't managed to get the mage's trinket. We've got the priests, but it's coming off cooldown. So they're actually in a decent position at the moment, but so are we. We've both got trinket. My parry's coming up soon. Poly's coming out. Not much I can do. Now he polys me, and he's going to try and... He's decided, no, we're going to have a crack at the shaman. So they melee the shaman. Priest is doing damage as well. Not a bad move by the shaman. I intervene him just because of the conduit safeguard, which gives him the damage reduction. I've now got the 252 conduit, so I think it's 16% damage reduction. It's actually a mini wall at this point. He ascends, jumps off. Mage has to make the decision to follow or not. I'd say he should have run under, but that's okay. Mage is just pumping. We get Novid. We're just sitting here like a gimp. Get the Dispel. And remember when I said you want to pick up Pelagos against casters is your answer to casters. Again, like I said, that one talent that gives you that reduced damage taken by 20% and movement speed following CC. Fantastic talent. Get the kick out. So we know here that we can get some real pressure on this team. I've got Spear up. I've got a sudden death proc. I know that I can really, really hurt this guy. I know that when I spear him, the instant damage from that, alongside this proc, is going to put this guy into execute range. But good play by him. DB's me. He knows what's going to happen there. I see him polying. If I ran down the ramp, he gets a free poly. So I'm not going to give him the free poly. I'm just going to chase after the priest for now. We jump onto the priest. I don't know it was the best idea for me to jump onto the priest. I don't have Bladestorm, Warbanner, or Reflect, so there's not much I can really do if that mage tries to CC me right now, unless the shaman kicks or grounds. He's got grounding up, but no kick. The Hex was good, though. Hex was really good. So I see that I've got a bit of pressure on him, and I throw out the Sharpened Blade. He fades and he's out of there. They get a good fear onto the healer here. They're going for the poly on the healer, I'd say, here, and they're going to want to bust me out of that. I kick him on fire because I don't want any damage to come out onto me during this period where my healer's CC'd. I'm chastised. Here comes the mind games. At this point, we're getting a little scared. We're watching for the setup on the healer to consider whether or not we need to trinket. So here comes the shackles. Now we're really scared. We're low here. We've got a shackle on us. He gets the DB. So right there, I reflected. Probably not the best idea. Silly decision by me. It's pretty obvious that the reflect's meant for the healer. He's not going to reflect the. He's not going to poly me when he's got this much pressure on me, unless he wants to get away because I've done something to him. But no, don't do that. All right, we're rooted. We know that. We're going to avatar straight out of that route and just start trying to get some pressure out. They've got us on the back foot to some extent here. We want to start to push the momentum in the opposite direction. So we stun. We're in battle. He's going to bust here. So the bust comes out. I'm in battle stance. So I've got 1 second before I can stance hop, and I've got Bennett coming up. So we know that if the busters come out, one of these two players wants to do something to my healer. He's kicked at the moment, but they're going to want to do something out of that CS to extend their lockdown period or their CC chain. I'm a little low here. Shaman eats that. I don't know why I intervened. I think I was considering he might want to link, so I was trying to make that a little bit easier for him, but no, probably not the best decision to make. The banner came out to try and stop the follow-up CC. He's sharpened. My healer gets the kick. I go back for the mage here. So, you can see here that I've got a really good opportunity to do something to this mage. I've got the opportunity to swap into battle. I've got Colossus Smash Up. I've got Overpower ready to go, 2 charges, and I've got a little bit of Rage. If the mage roots me or attempts to CC me, I've also got Bladestorm to stop that. We get the fear, and then we're going to try and shift the momentum. I swap battle, I CS on him, or Warbreaker, and then we just start murdering him. We Bladestorm. We know we can cancel that kick. He jukes me there. We've got some okay pressure. We've got the spear coming up in 3. So we're looking at that thinking, if these guys are going to stand next to each other, I'm going to get a free spear, which is good. We've also got sweeping strikes to make that even more potent. So they stay next to each other. I get rung, but the spear's out. They're a little bit worried. He soul shapes straight back in. We proc the court. He's trying to get that poly. Not much I can do. All right, neither of these two have trinkets, and we're very happy about that. I don't, but my healer does. So we're pretty safe. He's got link as well. Anything they do to him, he can trinket link. So we're pretty safe. Regardless of what they do, we're probably going to live any go that they make. I kick the heal. I start hitting the priest. If you're going to do something like this, if you're going to get off the mage and start hitting the priest, you really want to keep tabs on where the mage is and what he's doing and what he's casting, for example. So he flies in the air. We want to keep up our pressure. We've got Stormbolt coming up, so we're going to look at the mage here. I think I intervened to get away because he's in the sky. He's just going to heal him through everything. I think that was fine. Another option would be to go for pressure, but we leap back in. Priest has come down. Very likely that priest is going to go for CC on the healer. We stun the mage. We get the sharpen at 70%. We're just trying to get this guy low. We're trying to get some pressure, do something to these guys. The healer gets a good shear there. The DB comes out. We know that the mage wants to get a poly. I couldn't quite make it over there, but we're back on the mage. So we've got kick. He's not going to get the follow-up. The healer trinketed. Oh, I don't think he necessarily needed to use that trinket there. Let's maybe have a look. DB. Poly. He trinkets the poly. I don't necessarily think he needed to do that. They're not really they don't really have momentum. They're both at 50%. They're on the back foot here. I would have held on to that trinket for a little bit longer. Cap comes out. Good. I get a blue Ghost Jizz proc. Where's my Ghost Jizz? I'm polyed. Oh, I got lucky. Blue Ghost Jizz just jumped to me. He looked me in the eyes and jumped to me. Alright, we're a little scared here. He's got Rune of Power down, which increases his damage output. He's got his Bust up, and he's got PI. He is going to pump us here. This might be a moment when we need that trinket, but we don't have it. Oof, he drops low. And I would probably be running in my direction to maybe Link. They're in pursuit here. Alright. So they've got a lot of pressure, but in saying that, we've got a lot coming off cooldown as well. So they're on top of us. We've used Link. We don't want to continue to play defensive. We want to utilize that Link to turn the game around and start to shift the momentum in our favor. So with them being low, me having Stormbolt in 5 seconds and Spear, we're in a similar position to what we were earlier in the game, where I know I can get a double Spear in a few seconds, and then I can absolutely tear shreds off these two. Just count down the time, hope. Please stay next to each other. Boom, Spear comes out. We're pretty happy right now. So, with the Spear coming out, we're going to Sharpen Blade the healer. Again, he's low. He's now going to be in execute range with a Sharpen Blade on him. They're in a lot of trouble. I know that the mage is going to want to do something to us here. I probably should have spread out a little bit, but it is what it is. Healer got a good kick on the mage. The poly is coming out. I should have banned that. So you see there, I do have banner up. That poly was coming out. I should have banned that. But Priest doesn't have a trinket. Mage does. But we've now got Fear coming up. So we're in a good position. Banner comes down. I kick the Mind Games. The GS is ending. This guy's in a world of shit here. He's just trying to do damage. I probably should have edged over towards the mage. Just going for the ring to get the Fear. And then just went ham on the healer. But it's alright. He's going for the Mind Games again. He's casting at me. I know the Battle Stance is coming up in a sec. I'm just going to swap battle and start murdering with Execute. He gets CS there and I panic a little bit and I throw out the parry. I know that we're ahead and I just wanted to keep that momentum. I know that we're very close to getting a kill here and I don't want to give that mage any opportunity to turn the momentum around on us. You'd probably, looking at this situation retrospectively though, you'd probably well get away without using parry there. Alright, he fears. I'm going to Zerk straight out of that. I'm going to Blade Storm through the ring. I should fear the mage here. I do. Okay, good. I fear the mage. He's probably going to trinket. Yep, he trinkets immediately. We're crushing. We get that Sharpen again, 50%. We're going to put him near execute range with that proc. He's just trying to heal himself and I'm murdering him. So here, he's getting away. My healer's here. And I'm a bit worried about this mage's position. He could push back and get CC. Then I'm going to be in a pretty compromised position. But in saying that, I've also got Reflect coming up. So he's going to spam me full of polys. I think here they see an opportunity to chase after the healer. I'm right over the other side of the map. They're both heading straight over to him. He's got no trinket. They can hurt him here. Maybe the priest wants to chastise. No. He grip, good grip. Blue Ghost just comes up again. There's the DB. Poly's coming out. Oh, good kick by the Shaman there, huh? He rings nothing. He rings air, which is good for us. Okay, we get the spear. He alters. We don't really want to be looking at the mage at the moment. Priest is in more trouble. He's stuck in the spear. I can go back in the spear, get the bonus increased critical strike damage from the Elysian Might legendary, but he is casting a poly on me. Oh no, it could be on the healer there. So he's going for the healer. Gets an awesome hex on the mage. Okay, this guy's in big poo-poo here. His Greater Fade's coming down. Spear's about to end, but he's got 7 more seconds of Colossus Smash on him. We've got Stormbolt coming up in 4 seconds. He's in a lot of trouble. We're hammering him. Executes are coming out. Oh, cheeky little DB comes up here. I just trinket and I see red and I'm just chasing after him. He's 2%. I just want to finish him. Alright, get that. The mage is going to do the old, oh, the game's over, now I've got superpowers, and try and finish me off, but I just bolt him to stop that. You see again, he's got that Rune of Power, and he's got Bust. With those two things combined, he can do a lot of damage at that moment in time there. Here, knowing that's a Holy Priest, I am a bit concerned that he's got the Legendary that actually lets him revive once he dies. And another factor with respect to that is however much he heals during this period is how much HP he's going to come back with. So I had to make a decision thinking, does he have it or not? If he has it and I'm hitting the mage this much, he's going to come back with full HP. But I'm not taking the risk. I'm just murdering him. All cooldowns are back up. This guy's just gone. Game's over. So again, another game around the 2400 MMR. I hope that guide was helpful for you. Let me know down in the comments below if these little quick guides are helpful. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks a lot.